So Danielle leaves, and now it's time for them to go on break, and Maddie goes up to Shekinah and says that she got way too many haters.
Yes, I don't understand it. It's all shocking to me.
And Danielle and Armani are in the back acting like they're besties. Back to Maddie. Maddie's very upset about it and said that it's obvious that Danielle was lying and nobody was doing anything about it, so he's gonna go confront her.
That's a delicious man right there.
And so he goes and he asks her, how does she even know if Shekinah pays for those interviews? And once again, Matt wants to jump in.
You said Shekinah pays for those interviews.
No, she said she didn't know if she pays for them.
She exactly
That's not
said.
what she said.
No,
that's not what she said.
I'm not talking to you, first of all.
I'm gonna
you
defend her,
just jump
though.
in
I'm gonna defend her. You're a man approaching a woman. I'm gonna defend her.
What? Matt always sounds stupid as hell. Oh my gosh. But Danielle admits that she doesn't even know what she pays for. And Maddie's like, oh, so if you don't know, then why are you saying that? And Joan wants to be like, why are you so pissed? And so he's like, I just want to know what was the reason on why you said that. But she said that Shekinah is always acting like she's the nicest girl here, but she's always fighting against every girl and she's just so nasty. So she had to come and say something. And then Sarper comes in.
She's the most hated girl.
I'm not a mean girl. I do teach yoga and meditation, but one of the things that is really important to me is that I'm honest, and she's a bitch.
Oh.
You want a piece of me, bitch?
Sarper's like, she can be a bitch to me. That's our dynamic and we like it like that. But overall, she is good. Aww. Shekinah then says that Danielle is a liar and that scares her, and so she starts crying with no tears. And she says that she's nervous as fuck right now. And Danielle is like, oh, this is the thing you're crying about right now? I have never seen you shed a tear. How are you even acting like the victim right now? And so Maddie's like, it's cause you're lying. And Amani asks him, why is he even in this? And Stevie stands up for her man.
The girl, get your husband. This is some girl. Not. You commented about every thing the whole hotel. Shut the up. We have no problem with you until you interrupt everybody.
Here's the thing. If you put your finger in my face again,
He didn't even put his finger in your face, bitch. Back the fuck up. Like, how are you gonna walk over somebody with their finger back here and then get up in their face, actually get up in their finger and tell them to stop putting their finger in your face? Bitch, don't worry about my finger. Worry about my hand, because now you're gonna get smacked.
I will beat, I will. I'm going to beat you the fuck up on my dead grandma, on my dead stepson, on my dead uncle.
But Matt comes in between them, and did y'all notice earlier that he was kind of like standing right in front of her like he was her own personal guard or some shit like that? Yeah, that was weird.
You're a complete liar.
Oh my God, corny, lame, boo, tomato.
But she kind of like, how do you teach meditation, but then you act like this? Maddie tells her that she needs to apologize. Amani says that she kind of called Danielle a bitch, even though we clearly heard Danielle call Shekinah a bitch, but okay.
I'm not a mean girl. I'm honest, and she's a bitch.
Is the bitch deaf or just dumb? I think the bitch is dumb.
And while everybody is screaming, Alliya is just eating.
I'm done. Thank you.
You have no business in this period. You don't have business in everyone's conversation. It is exactly what you just did right now. You both are trying to be political. Oh, look at us. We're the good
I'm not listening to you.
Sweetheart.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
I don't start, but I can finish it, and that's exactly what I was trying to do.
And you did that. I am a big fan of Maddie and Stevie right now. Anyways, Danielle leaves, good riddance. And Shekinah and Sarper are talking about this whole thing while they're brushing their teeth. Moving on to Mark and Mina. So Shawn said that there was a rumor about 8 years ago that she was an exotic dancer and that's where her and Mark met. She said, yeah, she was a dancer, but she didn't meet Mark there. And when she told him about her past, he just laughed and said that he worked at a strip club too, but as a bartender.
Do you want to tell us what your stage name was?
Que je m'appelais Divine. Because my cousin's name is Divine.
Yeah. Why would she use her cousin's name? That is so funny. But also, if I was the cousin, I'd be so pissed. Anyways, we found out that Matt also used to be a stripper. So I wonder if Armani ever told him that he doesn't have any self-respect either.
Well, yes.
Anyways, Jordan comes on stage and she's engaged, probably to that one guy. But she said that she was quick to judge Mina, and Mark admits that he was the problem too because he told them both of their business.
I think whenever she came here, it was probably really hard for her because she left so much behind. So coming here, she really was hoping to be like fully accepted. And because she didn't get that, that's why it like made her say the things that she said to you.
She said that it was hard adjusting to seeing her dad with another woman and then him having another baby, but it's nothing against Maria. And then she apologizes for telling Mina what she can and cannot do, especially with having kids.
That's great, because she's pregnant.
Oh my God, what?
Uh-oh.
No, I'm kidding. How'd you feel about that joke?
but look at her reaction. She clearly didn't mean it, but she said that she wouldn't be bothered anymore. She said that she knew that he was just joking, but did you? But they said that they aren't trying, but they're also not trying. So basically, they're not using protection, and whatever happens just happens.
This is TMI.
To be honest, yeah. Ew. Moving on to my baby Clayton. So she hasn't seen him in 11 months, y'all. That poor boy. And she starts crying because, duh.
Moi, personnellement, ça me brise le cœur parce que je me dis, en fait, même si ça reste un enfant très intelligent, très mature, mais ça reste un enfant. Donc, tout ça là, ça prend en sorte... parce qu'il me manque la moitié de mon cœur pour...
Shawn asks if they can visit him, and finally they can because she just got her green card last week. So, yay. And that's the end of them. Now to Shawn and Alliya.
I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't do this. I just. It's weird. I can't put up with this.
Oh, thank you. He's a hairdresser.
I didn't know what was happening.
Y'all, when I tell you, I cracked up at that scene because I really thought he left her. But I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, Alliya said that her relationship and her marriage wasn't really her dream, and Shawn said that there's just way too much change. But they're bringing Kenny and Armando, and then they're bringing Jackie, and she said that Douglas was shy, scared, and timid, while Alliya is just big and bold. And Sarper says that he's happy for her, but in Shawn's perspective, everything changed, and if he was Shawn, he wouldn't continue with the K1 process.
I want to confirm something. Shawn, you ended up going on a honeymoon without Alliya.
I didn't actually.
You did. You literally went on your own honeymoon by yourself.
Alliya said that he left for a month, and he said no, it wasn't a month, and she was like, yeah, it was. He said that he only went to visit his friend in Florida, and Jackie's like, then you went to the Dominican Republic for a mini vacation.
Girl! Mind your business!
And he finally admits that, yeah, he did it because he was still mad at her.
I held a grudge for months.
You what?
You still have it even now?
Yeah, I think so in a weird way. I think I'm not just over it.
That is childish.
Yes.
Oh God, months? Why didn't you guys do couples therapy? If you're that mad, because I would be mad, but to stretch it on for months, I would have done couples therapy at some point, right? Right.
No.
But we watched the disaster wedding, and he tells us that his mom fractured her foot on both sides and she was immobile for months. And then he goes off on Jackie because she did nothing.
I don't care.
So my mom is my prized possession in this earth, and so I need her in the hospital more than I need a wedding, more than I need to wait for Alliya to put on a wig that I had pre-styled, had her hair braided to put on, had her dress made. I did everything I could to make that as easy as possible.
I get why.
She said that she gets why he's upset and starts making all these excuses, but he's like, where were you? Drinking champagne and sitting and joking around in your air-conditioning private suite while I had to change in a public bathroom, sweating with no air conditioning.
Shame on you.
Okay.
Shush.
Okay.
Shush. Even if my mom wasn't in a wheelchair, even if my mom didn't have an accident, you should have been like, we're 2 hours late. We're not talking 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
She then said that they did keep giving her time checks, and now it's time for Alliya to speak. And she said that it was out of Jackie's hand. When she found out what happened to Shawn's mom, she just froze, but Jackie calmed her down, so she just continued getting ready. And she didn't have her phone to check, and nobody called her.
Maybe you should have communicated with him. Let's all understand where Shawn is coming from. He's upset.
I do understand where he's coming from. I do, but
maybe you had to call
me,
him
I
and
should have
just
told
let him know we are
Alliya,
going
no
to be
more
2
makeup,
hours late.
no more hair.
That would
we
be
have to
better.
go.
Okay, but why didn't anybody contact Alliya after like those 2 hours? Because I've heard everybody asking those questions and nobody answered it during their segment. So I'm just like, Shawn, why didn't you call her? Yeah, it's clearly her fault because she didn't come, but like, you also, why didn't you call to check up on her to make sure, you know, she didn't die or pass out or something? I don't know. But now we move on to the dying sex life, and apparently they only done it twice after they got married, and she doesn't really want to force him, so she waits. But apparently he's been intimate with other people.
You whore.
So do you both have an open marriage or just you, Shawn?
We both have an open marriage, but she is in the middle of her transition and isn't acting on it, as far as I know.
Blows my mind how you can be intimate with other people but refuse to be intimate with your wife.
You're a pig.
Ani then asks Alliya if she thinks if he's into masculine bodies only, and she's like, yeah, and then she starts crying.
I don't feel attracted, wanted. My love language is physical touch, and I really don't have that.
Yeah, that is really sad.
Do you find find Alliya physically attractive.
No, bitch.
So Shawn said that he doesn't know where they're landing at the end of all of this. What's crazy to me is that he knew that she was transitioning. He knew that she changed her personality. He knew all of this, and guess what? He still proposed. So I'm just like, what did you think was going to happen? You could have backed out any time, but instead you decide to propose. Really? Whatever. That's why I kind of don't have any sympathy for Shawn. Only time I felt bad for him was during the wedding. Duh. But other than that, he's like a 60+ old man, basically getting with a 25-year-old girl. I'm just like, what do you guys even talk about with that big age gap? I'm just so mind blown. And it's also just weird.
Like, when you did marry Alliya, I mean, did you think, I'm in love with this person?
Well, the person that I originally fell in love with isn't next to me anymore.
Oh, wow.
Shawn, are you truly in love with Alliya?
So...
But they asked him again if he loves her, and he's like, yes, and he'll be with her forever. But like, are y'all gonna be intimate or just gonna continue banging other people? Like, yeah.
I don't know what to say.
But Alliya wrote a text for Shawn, and it's basically how she felt when she met him and how she loves him and doesn't like how things have changed. And he reassures her, and you know, that's nice. And then he apologizes for the way he reacted at the wedding.
Sorry that I was awful to you at the wedding. I was grumpy, and it was a hard day for me for obvious reasons, but I'm sorry about that, and I was wrong for that, so I just want
Thank
to let
you,
you
I
know.
appreciate that. I just want to see y'all have that day over again.
Shut the fuck up!
I'm sorry.
Anyways, we say goodbye to Jackie, goodbye to these two, and now that's the end of the tell-all. Finally!
I'm so tired, child. I'm so tired. I'm really tired.
So everybody dips to go backstage. Amani tries to invite Sarper to eat with them, and he's like, no.
Fuck you.
But Juan and Jessica leave, and then Shekinah and Sarper. But as they're hugging everybody, Amani stands up as if they're gonna give them a hug. Like, bitch, are you for real?
We'll be in touch.
Thank you.
All the time. Mina.
Stop.
She used to go.
Play date for the dogs.
Sean.
Wait. Oh, there, kiss for you.
Bye, guys. I suggest you to keep your mouth shut.
Oh.
You tried.
Y'all need to sit your asses down. Sarper says that he loves Shekinah, and hopefully, over time, things will be better. Next is Stevie and Maddie, and Amani wants to give them a hug too, and she gets one out of Maddie, but I didn't think that he really wanted to give her one back. I think he's just really nice.
Unhand me, you troglodyte.
But Stevie was like, no.
Fuck that bitch.
Oh my God, I'm talking to your mom. It's okay. I just wanted to wish you guys best of luck. Good night. I can't have a conversation with Amani. I'm not sorry for standing up for myself, and I'm not sorry for standing up for Maddie.
Love you.
Bye.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
John and Greg are now leaving, and y'all already know Amani wants to give them a hug too.
Hey, third time is a charm. You guys are gonna tell us goodbye, right? We had 2 couples reject our goodbyes, so... Really? Yeah.
For good reason. Girl, you're wicked. But they get a hug from them, I guess. Greg says that he definitely has enough money for them to move out. So, move out. What the fuck? Joan says that if she finds out that she's pregnant, she'll be telling him that they need to go in a month. And if he doesn't want to leave, then she's just gonna leave him there and get out on her own. And yeah, I fully support her. Duh. Now, Mina and Mark leave, and Alliya and Shawn leave, and Shawn says that he's gonna take her on a honeymoon, thank God. And last but not least, to finally get out, is Amani and Matt.
That light bulb clicked in my head. I was like, wait, Ani, she says she loves me, but not the way I love her.
After all of that, I have 100% hesitation divorcing. I don't think I could ever care about Ani the way that I do a Minnie.
Oh. You know what? I don't think that Matt does love Ani more than Amani, just like he basically admitted here. I do think that he's just enjoying sleeping with 2 different women. That's it. Anyways, that's the end of this 90-Day Fiance, and that's the end of the tell-all. But wait, I need to give a super thanks to 3 super thanks. The first one is Nani. Thank you so much, Nani. You're now my scrapbook. Next is Shanene. Thank you. You're now my scrapbook again. And last but not least are Karis and Natalie. Thank you. You're now my scrapbook. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts and comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. Happily Ever After starts next week. Then 9-Day UK starts a week after that. But then I've been getting emails of people wanting me to do Cheaters again. I don't know how I'm going to fit all that in, but I got to make it possible, I think. I don't know yet. But also, in my next video, which was supposed to be in the video I posted last week, I kind of fucked up because I was wearing, it was so hot, you guys. I was wearing like this dress, right? That's like spaghetti strap, basically. And my hair covered it, right? Like both sides covered like that. And I look like I'm naked.
Lord have mercy.
I don't know what to do, but I look like I'm naked in the freaking video. In the last 2 minutes, I see like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I look naked. And then I put the strap back here, but like it's too late. It's already in like the majority of my video. So I'm like, oh fuck, because as you guys know, I don't like re-recording. So plus it's really hard to re-record these type of videos when you like I'm watching and then I'm reacting again, but I don't want to do that again. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I might put like a whole pixel. Some of you guys might be like, it's not that bad, but you guys, perverts do exist. I know they watch, okay? And I don't want to basically feed them information. I really don't. So I'm just like, oh, what do I do with that? I might just pixelate it, to be honest. That's just what I might just have to do. Anyways, bye. By the way, I'm doing so bad at crochet. I cannot get the hand thing right. It's just irritating me. I literally took a break because I'm throwing it against the wall at this point, and I'm trying every day for like what 2 to 3 minutes because I get aggravated so easily. Anyways, I'll figure it out. I don't. Oh my gosh.
Snake, 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 snake. You snake, snake. Everybody snake.